Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be going over the NG models 1 to 400 releases for September of 2021. Honestly, I didn't even realize it was September until these came out. It is September 1st today, which is crazy. NG are on it with these releases. I'm not even sure if we're going to get Gemini Jets releases this month because they still haven't released the releases from last month. But these are pretty good releases. I'm going to try to keep this video under 10 minutes, so quick thing I want to talk about before we get started. I've actually made the decision to not do any airport updates this month, and that is primarily because I have just started back up school and I want to focus on school and not have to worry about getting airport updates recorded. That's not really as big of a deal with Lexington and Providence, but it is with Newark because that's like multiple hours out of my day I have to record it. So I apologize about that, but I'm going to try to fill it with other different types of videos that I wouldn't normally do, like the trip report that just came out. That's the first I've ever done, and I'm really proud of that. I'm really happy with that. So probably expect some more videos like that over the course of this month, and of course these releases videos are not going to stop. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get straight into the releases. Starting right here at the top, we have an ASL Airlines Boeing 757-200. This is actually completely blank. This is just a blank 757-200 freighter. I have never seen, I don't know, I think ASL Airlines do have an actual livery, but I guess this is just one of their blank aircraft. But this is actually really cool for people who just want a blank 757 for like customization or anything else. All that's there is the registration and the flag, so that's really cool. Moving on, we actually have 3 different versions of the Copa Airlines Boeing 737-800. The first is just a basic one. The second one is just like the basic one, but with split scimitar winglets. And the third one is actually in the Connect Miles livery. So they're all pretty much the same, just with slight differentiations. The third one's in a special livery, but it's not really much of a special livery because it's almost exactly the same as their normal livery, just with a few slight changes. So 3 models that actually go very well together there, but pretty cool. It's been a while since we got one of these from Gemini Jets, so always good for people who need those. Personally, I don't, but next up we have an interesting one. This is one that we actually just got from Gemini Jets, and that is an American Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Astrojet livery. This is really quite unfortunate because, I mean, yes, NG are doing this, I guess, to compete with Gemini Jets, and I get it. This is going to sell better, and some people are happy for this, but I really just want a normal American 737-800. I don't know, it's super rare for some reason, probably because of how sought after it is, but I was really hoping that this was going to be a re-release of the normal American 737-800. Unfortunately, it is not. I'm probably not going to be picking this up because my American fleet isn't really big enough to get actual retro liveries, because that would just kind of look out of place. So, not going to be picking this one up, as I said. I do have a Max on order, though, so that will cover most of the Max from Gemini Jets' last releases, which will cover most of that kind of thing, but still cool nonetheless. Next up, we have 2 United Airlines Boeing 747 SPs. These are in the Sal Bass livery, which is basically just the name for the livery with the rainbow stripes down the side. And the first one is just the basic livery, and the second one just has a little title at the front of the plane that says Friendship 1, as you can see, as you saw from the little card placed there of the picture. So pretty much exactly the same on that, but still cool nonetheless. Next up, we have an American Airlines, another Astrojet livery. This time it's a Boeing 757-200. I assume this was a retro. I didn't know they actually did a retro livery on the 757, but I can only assume it was a retro livery because American have had their stripes livery, the one that they recently changed in 2013, since like the 1960s, and the 757 came out in the 1980s, so I'm going to assume this is a retro livery from context, but I had no idea American actually did this on the 757. Pretty cool. Next up, we have a Transavia Boeing 757-200. which is always pretty cool. This is in the late 1990s color. I'm pretty sure they like just went out of business or something. Transavia did, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Once again, if anyone knows, let me know. But looks pretty nice. Really glad NG basically just released every possible 757 except a Delta 757 with winglets. I don't know why they can't release that. I think if they clearly don't have a marketing issue with Delta because they've been releasing Delta models. So I don't know what's going on with that, but more 757s. Next up, we have another Icelandair 757-200. NG have really released every possible version of this. This one is in the 1990s colors, which is pretty cool. I think I like the logo on the tail better than their current livery. Their current livery is pretty cool, but that tail logo just looks nicer and cleaner than the current one. The rest of the livery doesn't look that great though. It really looks dated, but still pretty cool. So yeah, next up we have an Air New Zealand Boeing 787-9 in just the basic livery. I guess kind of news with Air New Zealand, they're actually planning on retiring a lot of their other aircraft in their fleet, like their 777s, and their wide-body fleet's only going to be these 787s. So kind of cool, but glad NG are releasing it. Don't really need it, but still really cool to get. I really like their livery. Next up, this is one I'm very excited for. That is actually a DHL Airbus A330-300. I might pick this one up. Here's the reason. These aircraft, the DHL A330-300 specifically, really only have one regular U.S. destination, and that is Cincinnati, which is like my second home airport to Lexington, just second closest airport to my home, and that is really their only regular U.S. destination. So I've spotted this exact aircraft on multiple occasions, and it is very beautiful. So I might pick this up because it's just such a pretty plane in general. So if I have extra money, I will probably be picking this one up. But yeah, really cool to get that release from NG. Next up, we have Eurowings Discover A330-200. I don't know what makes it Discover. I guess that's just a brand of Eurowings, but once again, not going to get it because actually, I take that back. I might get this. Eurowings do fly to Newark, but I don't think Eurowings Discover flies to Newark. I think it's just normal Eurowings. I have no idea. I'd have to do some research on that to figure out if this is the Eurowings that flies to Newark, which Eurowings it is, and which model I'm going to need to get for that. But still pretty cool to get nonetheless. Next up, we have a pretty exciting one, and that is an Airbus A330 Beluga XL. NG have been doing a great job of releasing these. I mean, they might as well, if they make a mold for the Beluga, they might as well release a bunch of them. But Belugas are pretty cool. Probably not going to be picking it up because I don't really have any interest in it, but still a very cool aircraft nonetheless, or less. And then for our final aircraft of the releases, this has been a longer than average release. We actually have a Qatar Airbus A350-900. I feel like we just got this. I really feel like they just came out with one of these, but still very cool. Not going to be picking it up because they don't fly to Newark, but still pretty cool aircraft nonetheless. Looks pretty nice car, pretty cool livery. So yeah, that does conclude the releases for today. If you did enjoy, then be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and if you have time, leave a comment down below telling me your thoughts. Once again, guys, I hope you guys do have an absolutely incredible rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye.